Never give up. Focus on yourself. In a world full of uncertainties, 3 months into the treatment, he was still in hospital, unable to move himself. He relied on the caregivers in spite of being on constant painkillers, which he was now taking at the maximum dose every 2 to 3 hours with no respite. He got discouraged, and the thought came into his head. He had watched fishermen reeling in nets full of fish to empty into the boat. He had also been watching the massage therapists do their massage thing, come from one end to the other end. He decided to add the two together and come up with something he had never done before. He had never done any massage. He had never done any visualization or anything. He just decided to try something new, something out of the ordinary. In his mind's eye, he located the center of the pain, where the pain was worst, right in the center of his back. He then traced it to the side, on either side of his back, and up in the lower part, making almost a ragged circle around the center. He then decided, because he has all the time to think, to worry, to brood, to feel the pain, he decided he was going to spend every minute of his waking time moving the pain from the outside, from the periphery, to the inside. This is the pain. The center is here. He visualized it, moving, massaging it to the center every day, every minute. If he was awake at night, he would start. He relentlessly did this every day. That was his main focus. He gave up watching television, listening to news. And the only other respite was when he had visitors. He told his family members to keep the visitation to a minimum because the medication wasn't working. He was taking maximum dose. He asked the doctors to wean him off the medication, but he didn't tell them about his plan. So as the medication was being weaned off, he was doing his exercise, literally visualizing and seeing the pain moving and moving and moving close to the center. And his plan was, once he had localized the pain to one area, he would then move it down his tailbone. He didn't want to move it down his legs because that would be very painful. So after about a month, he had come off his medication. He was able to localize the pain to a small and smaller circle until it was pinpoint. He then moved to his second plan. He visualized moving it and moving it down and down and down until he reached his tailbone and moved it out. After 2 months, he was free of the pain and was able to be discharged. The doctors didn't understand what had happened, but he did. If you watched my video on being forced to write with the right hand when I'm left-handed, that is basically what happened too. A new channel was formed, slowly. I wasn't aware of it. The neuroplasticity, the change out there, it can happen. It is a possibility. And where there's a possibility, there is a way. To summarize what happened, the physical treatment didn't work. The tender loving care didn't work. The brooding and being angry and being upset with the drunk driver didn't work. The medication didn't work. But something inside Josh turned it round because, one, he knew that this resilience was keeping him going. And two, he practiced on something he had never tried before. There was nothing to lose. And He did his hope, practice, hope routine, shutting out all other stimuli to a barest minimum. As the excruciating pain and the physical limitations continued unabated in spite of the excellent treatment, he had an aha moment. What excruciating pain or conditions have you experienced or are you experiencing? And how are you handling it right now? Drop a comment below in the comment section. With this aha moment, Josh did 3 things. The first one, he acknowledged that whatever treatment he was getting, whatever care he was getting, has not done anything for 3 months. Number 2, he changed the rules of care from external care to internal care. Working with his caregivers, his medication was weaned off, physical therapy was discontinued. He limited the access to TV, entertainment, visitations, and more importantly, he limited his thinking about the negative events surrounding his accident and the pain he was experiencing. Number 3, he then looked for strength inside himself. He was resourceful, a good problem solver, kind and caring, introspective, and patient. He then invested 100%. In a waking time, he focused on this particular project. And what was the result? 2 months later, he was discharged, walking and pain-free. You can identify the intractable pain equivalent in you. And 1, acknowledge the limitations of the methods that you have used to try and get rid of it. 2, change the rules. And 3, look into yourself, your attributes, your skills, your knowledge, your experience, and pick up from your memory bank, which you're going to use into this project. And draw from Josh. No risk, no growth. Watch this next video to add value to your life. Together, we shall fuel your passion for success. Your comments help me share more relatable stories and tips. Remember to subscribe, share, and like. And above all, be safe.